The gold rush brought thousands of Americans and foreigners to mining camps. Chapter 4: Life in the Land of Gold. Most 49ers were unmarried men. They lived in dirty mining camps with names like Rough and Ready, Hangtown, Murderer's Gulch, and You Bet. Home was usually a tent or a wooden shack. Mining work was hard. Some 49ers put in 16-hour days, 6 days a week. They dug dirt and moved big rocks. Throughout the long, hard days, their dreams of getting rich kept them going. As soon as the gold was gone, many mining camps emptied out and became ghost towns. Miners often paid for food and supplies in pinches or small amounts of gold dust. Paydays. At the beginning of the gold rush, some miners found as much as $300 worth of gold a day. Back then, most Americans earned only about $30 a month. A miner might work for 6 months and return home with enough money in gold to live on for several years. Most prospectors found little gold. Here's a gold rush prospector with some of his tools. Here we have a prospector waiting for a banker to weigh his gold dust. Prospectors were given money based on the gold's weight. The cost of living. Most 49ers made about $30 a day. However, a meal in San Francisco, Sacramento, or Stockton, 3 of the biggest gold rush towns, could cost more than $20. Boots sold for $20 a pair, coffee for $4 a pound, and eggs for 50 cents each. Before a miner knew it, his money was gone. Some miners also spent their money on bad habits, such as drinking and gambling. $1,000,000 ideas. The people who earned the most money at this time didn't work in the mines. Sam Brannan, a store owner near Sutter's Mill, sold mining supplies to prospectors. He became the richest man in California. In 1850, Henry Wells, John Fargo, and others founded a speedy overland mail service between San Francisco and other U.S. cities. In 1852, Wells and Fargo started their own mail service. More than 2,500 communities in 24 states were connected by Wells and Fargo's service. Wells Fargo stagecoaches carried gold from California to the East Coast and returned with mail and packages. Mr. Blue Jeans. In 1853, Levi Strauss, a tailor from Germany, journeyed to San Francisco and began making pants for gold miners. At first, he used canvas, a rough material. Later, he used a soft cotton cloth called denim. Miners loved his comfortable blue-colored pants known as Levi's. In the 1870s, Strauss strengthened his pants by adding round copper pins that kept the pockets and seams from coming apart. Blue jeans were born. Levi Strauss, above, was a poor tailor when he arrived in California. He became a millionaire by selling blue jeans to miners. These miners are wearing Levi's jeans. Women's business. Women played an important role in the gold rush. By 1850, about 1,000 women from around the world were living in California. Some started their own businesses. Others earned extra money while their husbands searched for gold. Women ran small hotels, made home-cooked meals for miners, and did miners' sewing and laundry. Some women could make $50 to $100 a week washing miners' clothes. Some women went to California to search for their own gold. When they weren't working in the gold fields, some 49ers spent their time dancing and making music, rest and relaxation. For entertainment, 49ers enjoyed singing and making music. They also liked to bowl and play games such as cards and pool. The most popular song of the Gold Rush period was "Oh, Susanna." One miner added his own words to this familiar tune while traveling to San Francisco by boat. His version grew so popular among miners that it became the unofficial theme song of the Gold Rush. The big truth, panning for gold. Miners had different ways of getting gold from the ground. The simplest method, called panning, was used along rivers. Miners would load dirt into a washing pan, which looked like a pie plate. Then they would hold the pan under water for a few minutes. The water would wash away lighter dirt, leaving heavier bits of gold behind. By 1852, most surface gold had disappeared, and panning was replaced by more costly mining methods. Prospectors called the piles of dirt with bits of gold in it pay dirt.